What's happening, Anchor Squad, man? Bring y'all back again with another Mass Effect Legendary Edition reaction video. This is on a review. This is their first impressions, and they're saying that it's 100% worth it. The original link to the video will be posted down under the description so that you can go and subscribe to their channel as well. I'm a huge Mass Effect fan, so I had to check out some of the recent reviews on this game because it just recently launched and everything like that. I do plan on getting this myself. But I like seeing what top YouTubers or other people like, whether if they like it or not. Just to get a feel for what I'm gonna be getting into. I mean, to be honest though, whether people like it or not, I'm still gonna get it because I'm a huge fan, and I know that they got improved graphics and improved playstyle, especially for Mass Effect 1. And I'm gonna be playing Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 all the way through, and also multiplayer and everything like that because. I'm just a huge fan of, the faithful N7, you know what I'm saying? And Commander Shepard, All right, y'all, let's dive right into this. But before we do that, make sure you all hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so that you do not miss any of my reaction videos, all right? Let's do it.
In this video, I want to talk a little bit about Mass Effect Legendary Edition. This is, of course, the remastering of Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 packaged all together in one neat bundle. We've had this for the last couple of days or so, and I've been playing it. Obviously, I have not had time to go all the way through these games in that amount of time, but I have played quite a bit, and I want to give you guys my first impressions of Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Before we get into it, just a quick note, however, I did play this on PC. I did not play it on console. However, I do have a lot of information on what the settings are on consoles, so you guys can see what to expect if you are playing on those consoles, even though I have not played on them myself, and I'll be getting into that in a little bit. So the first thing I want to talk about is that all the games are packaged in one launcher. So you launch the game in Origin or Steam on PC, and all the games are there. You pick the game you want, and then you start that game. So if you want to start with Mass Effect 2, for instance, or Mass Effect 3, you can. And there's actually this cool little cutscene that they've added to Mass Effect 2 and another one they added to Mass Effect 3. It's sort of like a comic recap of the events that happened in the previous game.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's
Mass
good.
Effect 2, for instance, that's your favorite game of the series. You just want to get into it. You can.
Oh,
and there's
recap.
like a little
They need to make a
recap
Mass Effect movie, though. I would definitely watch it.
You can skip this, of course. It's optional, but if you want it, it's there.
Dead Space. They need
Another
to make
really
a Dead
cool
Space
feature
movie.
about Mass Effect Legendary Edition is they have a unified character creator, meaning the character creator is the same from game to game to game, which means you can create the same visual appearance if you're trying to make your character again. You, of course, can import your save from game to game to game, but if you want to make the same character for some reason, maybe you didn't play, Mass Effect 1 and you're starting with Mass Effect 2, and then you decide to go back and play Mass Effect 1 because obviously you can't import backward, but you want your character to look the same, you can, so that's pretty cool. Another thing I want to mention is that they have added a photo mode to the game, so if you want to take photos or pictures...
Oh, they got photo mode in the game. I didn't know that.
Snapshots for maybe your background
That's new.
or something like that for your PlayStation or for your PC, you absolutely can. Another thing I want to mention is that if you're playing on Xbox One and you decide to get an Xbox Series S or an Xbox Series X and upgrade, that save file will transfer over to your Series X or S. And you'll be able
That's good because a lot of people were wondering, if your save files would be able to transfer because a lot of people are still waiting on a Xbox Series X or S, But we're going to have to wait and see, man. We're going to have to wait and see.
However, if you are playing on PlayStation 4 and you get a PlayStation 5, that will not transfer over. Your save progress is separate from PlayStation 4 than it is on PlayStation 5.
They like bump Sony. We're going to do it for Xbox, but we're not going to do it for Sony. PlayStation.
User, beware of that. The last thing I'm going to mention in terms of features that have come with the game before I get into like performance and what I think of it and all that is that there are over 40 DLCs, all promo weapons and armor added to this. So you're going to have a ton of DLC added to this game. There's going to be extra
You get all the DLCs?
It's not just the regular games of these editions. It's
yeah,
like everything
that's a lot of DLCs
though. Want. So there's a lot to this, and the cost is $59.99, so you're getting a lot in there for that price. Okay, talking about the performance, I want to start with Mass Effect 1 first. I'm going to kind of try and jump between these back and forth. Mass Effect 1 looks the worst out of all three games. No surprise there, it's the oldest. It needed the most quality of life. You can see, if you look through the notes that they added on things they've done to Mass Effect 1, they spent, it looks like, far more time working on quality of life improvements for Mass Effect 1, trying to kind of bring it up to par with Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3. And while they did a good job and there are a lot of things added, I don't think they completely succeeded in this. First of all, you're going to notice the graphics look markedly worse. It's just a fact. It's not the end of the world. They don't look terrible or anything like that. But as you play Mass Effect 2 and as you play Mass Effect 3, by the time you get to Mass Effect 3, you're going to see just a huge difference between Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3.
I mean, it happens. This is with games.
I will say also, out of all three of the games, Mass Effect 1 feels the clunkiest to play. It's the hardest to get used to. For instance, on keyboard and mouse, if you're sprinting, you can't even look around while you're sprinting. It's the weirdest thing ever. And I just struggle with that a little bit. There's just some quality of life things there that are missing that really feel like a modern game would have. And it's probably going to be the hardest one for you to play. It's still a phenomenal game, and I think people will really enjoy it if they're playing it for the first time. But I promise you, if you can get through that first game and deal with that kind of clunkiness that first game has, Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3 really don't have that at all, and they feel much, much better. Moving along to Mass Effect 2, it just plays so much better than Mass Effect 1. You're going to notice it right away. There's a reason this is one of the best games of all time.
Definitely.
Most people would agree that Mass Effect 2 is in the top 10 RPGs ever made. It is a phenomenal
It
game.
is.
It feels good. It looks great.
Mass
They've done
Effect,
a fantastic job here. I don't think people are going to have too many complaints about Mass Effect 2. By the time you get to Mass Effect 3, the gameplay is just a tad bit smoother, and the graphics are the best of this series, and you can just see it right away in the cutscenes and the way gameplay plays and all that. And it almost in some parts looks like a brand new game. In Mass Effect 3 Legendary Edition,
He said some parts it looks like a brand new game. But yeah, I mean, they got to, though, especially if they want you to pay $60 for it, they got to make some improvements. And I was expecting, that they're going to be making most of the improvements with the first game because that one didn't hold up to par as far as graphics and everything. So they had to put a whole lot of work into the first game. But me, I'm not a huge graphic person. You know what I'm saying? Just give me a good gameplay, good mechanics. I'm rolling with it. You know what I'm saying? I play fucking Fall Guys. You know what I'm saying? Like games that don't have like a whole lot of graphic detail stuff. But if it's fun, if a lot of games just click. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
You would have told me this was a new game by BioWare and I didn't know what it was, I would actually think it was like, probably not the cutting edge graphics for a game. But, middle of the road, I've been like, that's acceptable. I could deal with that. This is a tough one because I want to tell you to go look at the differences, like go fire up Mass Effect 1, fire up Mass Effect 2, fire up Mass Effect 3 when you're playing the Legendary Edition. But there are massive spoilers in the beginnings of those games. So if you're a new player,
textures.
Don't do that. Just take my word for it. Watch this video, and you'll see it when you get there. Talking about performance and all that,
details.
I had almost zero performance issues while I was playing. There was maybe the occasional frame drop here and there. And it looks like there was maybe some audio, like it would cut in a little bit too quick in some places. But all in all, I really didn't notice much. I started playing and I forgot what I was doing. I just sucked into the game. There was really nothing that jarred me out of the game. And I just really enjoyed it. I don't know exactly what my frame rate was because I was playing on Origin and I didn't have this Steam overlay up. But it was easily 60 FPS or higher. On PC, you have a 240 FPS cap. So you can get up to 240 FPS. So if you got a beast of a machine, this is going to play really, really well for you. Talking about consoles, on PlayStation 4, you're going to get up to 30 FPS at 1080p if you're playing in quality, and if you're playing at frame rate, you can get up to 60 FPS at 1080p. PlayStation 4 Pro is 30 FPS at 4K and 60 FPS at 1440p.
So you get the max
PlayStation
frames
60
with
FPS at 4K and
Xbox
up to 60
Series
FPS
X.
at 1440p for frame rate. Xbox One is 30 FPS at 1080p for quality and 60 FPS at 1080p for frame rate. Xbox One and Series S is 30 FPS at 4K for quality and 60 FPS at 1440p for frame rate. And the Series X by itself is 60 FPS 4K for quality and 120 FPS at 1440p if you want higher frame rates. Obviously, I have not tested these myself, but if you're just looking at PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, these are going to run this game really, really well, I feel like. If you look at the power of these systems and you look at games like Returnal recently, and you look at Resident Evil Village recently, they've ran really, really well on these systems. I don't anticipate them having any problems with Mass Effect Legendary Edition. So far, I am really, really happy with Mass Effect Legendary Edition. It's $59.99, which effectively means you're getting each one of these games at $19.99, and all their DLCs and all their promo stuff effectively, which is a great price, even if you didn't buy it remastered, but you're getting a remastered version on top of that, packaged all together in this nice little package. So you're getting a really, really good deal. These games can push you into the, 50, 70 hours of playthrough type, gameplay.
Definitely. That's what I did like about the games, though. Like, even if you try to go fast with the games, it's gonna still take you a while to beat the games and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be spending some days playing this. You ain't gonna be able to beat all these games in one day and everything. That's why I like the story. I like the long gameplay. You gain more bang for your buck with these RPG games, especially with Mass Effect and like Final Fantasy and all that stuff. That's why people like those games, open world or semi-open world or RPG. People like those games.
For your money, especially compared to some of these other remasters we've seen recently. This is just really, really well done, in my opinion. In some ways, Mass Effect Legendary Edition makes me really, really angry. I started playing, and I forgot what I was doing. I forgot I was even trying to do an impressions video, and I just got sucked into the game. Completely forgot what time it was. Hours went by. And I remembered that this is what gaming used to be like. This is what BioWare used to make. And just looking at the fact that they don't make this anymore made me really, really frustrated. These sort of games, they don't come around that very often anymore in the gaming industry, and it made me so upset. And at the same time, I was so thrilled to have this product. If you are a fan of this series, I was getting goosebumps watching the scenes, like the opening cutscenes and stuff like that. Literal goosebumps. That was that good. And I feel like if you're a fan of these series, you're just gonna love this game. You're gonna love this package deal. And if you're new to this franchise, it's probably good enough in Mass Effect 1 to get you through, and once you're through Mass Effect 1, I feel like you're really, really going to enjoy Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3 with very little complaints. For me, this is a slam dunk day one buy. I had no problems. The game looks great. It plays great. These are some of the best role-playing games of all time, and they are definitely a day one buy.
Worth your money, man.
Worth your money. If you're watching this review, there is a good chance that we're going to be playing on Twitch. The embargo is the same time. So I may start with Mass Effect 1, I may start with Mass Effect 2. I haven't decided yet. But if you want to come by, talk about the game, see it in person for yourself before it comes out tomorrow, please do.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Yeah, like Mass Effect is a great game. I do highly recommend you getting it. I mean, because of past experience and stuff like that. And I will be getting the Legendary Edition myself, possibly on the PlayStation 5. Yeah, because I need to get a PlayStation 5 because I got some PlayStation 4 games. That was because one of my friends let me borrow a PlayStation 4, and then I had to give it back and everything. So I got PlayStation 4 games I want to play on that, and everything like that. So just waiting for GameStop or Best Buy or something like that to get more in stock. They should be getting more in stock soon because I saw some stuff on Twitter and on their website that they're gonna be getting some more soon. So, well, man, y'all let me know down in the comments if y'all gonna be getting this Mass Effect Legendary Edition, and what console you gonna be playing it on, or PC or whatnot. All right, y'all, man. If y'all like my reaction to this, post comments down below. Like and share with your friends. Subscribe to this channel for more reaction videos. Make sure y'all give this video a thumbs up. Jay Anchor holding it down for 100,000 subscribers, and Jay Anchor is out.